Are you the type of trader who gets frustrated on those no trade days, especially if you go through maybe day 1, day 2, day 4, and your setup is not forming in the market? Then you just lose it and start taking trades that are not in your playbook. Are you that type of trader? Now in this video, I'm going to give you the mental tricks and strategies that you need to master for you to be able to turn this frustration into an opportunity. But what you need to do is to follow each and every step that I'm going to be taking you through in this video, so that you don't get back into this loop that will keep you doing the same thing that you've been doing. Now, the reason I share this is simply because I'm a trader that has been trading for more than 4 years now, and I know the frustration that comes with those no trade days, especially if you're trying to become profitable, because usually on the journey to profitability, you do not have to be trading every single day. You need to understand this and be at peace with this. I found it so frustrating and so hard for me to be able to get through these types of days where there is no trading setup forming on the chart. But I was able to use this same frustration to be able to actually master the game, and I was able to become profitable and start collecting payout after payout from the prop firms. And of course, if you happen to get some value from this video, please remember to like the video, because this enables this kind of message to get to more people like you that would love to get this kind of message. And in the comments, you can let me know for how long you've been trading. I would really like to know exactly how long you've been on this trading journey, so that I can know exactly how to maybe even help you more. Understand the value of discipline. Now, to many traders, when these types of days show up, what they look at is maybe they are losing money or they are not putting on any trade. I need you to understand that these are great days that you need to use to your advantage. You know, sometimes not trading is actually trading. You know, when you're not trading, you are actually preserving your capital. It's not about you being out there in the market, you know, putting on trade after trade after trade that makes you profitable. You know, the more you actually, you know, expose your capital to the market, the more you're actually going to be losing that money, especially on those days when you see that the market is not clear. Maybe it's a choppy kind of market and you are trying to force on trades. If you do not have this kind of discipline, trust me, you will not turn profitable in this market. So if you see that the market conditions are not clear, please stay away from it. Just sit back and wait for your setup to form. Once maybe it has formed, this is only when you're going to be taking a trade in the market. Avoiding the fear of missing out. Now, this is a big thing in the trading world. FOMO is a big thing, because many traders out there, maybe they are on the chart and price happens to make a very big move, maybe to the upside or to the downside, and you know, they are all there telling themselves, I should have, you know, taken this move. And that particular price movement does not actually correspond to maybe how you enter or generally your playbook. It does not correspond to it, and you feel like you missed out, yet actually in actual sense you did not miss out. It is okay for price to move without you entering, because if it doesn't fit your entry criteria, then you do not have to take that particular trade. Let price go, let price move. It is okay. Your setup will form, and that is only and only when you'll be able to take that particular trade. So be at peace with price moving without you making an entry. The other thing you need to do is to leverage these no trade days for growth. This is actually the big thing that separates good traders from mediocre traders. Reason being, with the good traders, on such days, what they actually do is actually sit back and maybe do other things like maybe journaling. they try and assess themselves, try and audit themselves on the kind of trades they've actually been taking in the market, and maybe get to see their journal, which kind of mistakes have they been doing, and maybe find ways on how to improve on these mistakes, and maybe also even get to the market or to the charts and try backtesting. But for that other trader who is just mediocre and trying to wing everything around, what they do is actually they're trying to force on a trade on such days. But this is not what you should be doing. You should use these no trade days to your advantage and do something else other than just you being on the chart and trying to force on a trade. This will definitely build your trading mindset and character for you to be able to become stronger and turn this kind of frustration of no trade days to actually your advantage. Another thing I would urge you to do is to develop a routine outside of trading. Now, life is not only about charts and pips and maybe points. It's not about lot sizes only. Life is more than just trading, guys. Try and develop a routine outside of trading. Find something else that you can do that can actually occupy your time. When the market is slow moving, you can take a break and maybe go for a walk, or maybe exercise, meditate, or do anything else other than you being there on the chart. This way, it is going to build your character. It is going to build your mindset for you to be able to come back and perform better. Try and think of yourself as an athlete. These guys are always training. They're doing other things like maybe recovery, or maybe doing something outside of what they actually do on the pitch or on the field. So try and think of it this way. As a trader, outside of you being on the chart, you should find other things to do that can be able to occupy your time. For me, I'm a family guy. On these days when there are no trades, I like to spend my time with family, play with my children, and this is what gives me fulfillment. As a dad, as a father, this is what actually gives me fulfillment to be able to get through such days, and I've found it to be working very well for me, other than getting frustrated. Oh, there's no trade, there's no setup forming, these markets are rigged. I don't get into these kinds of thoughts. Once I see that my setup is not going to be forming that particular day, I like to step away and go do something completely different from the charts. Well, those are the 4 ways that I believe any trader out there facing frustrations from these kinds of no trade days should be able to incorporate into their day-to-day kind of life, so that they're able to master themselves or master the markets as well. And of course, if you found this very helpful, please go ahead, like the video, subscribe, and as well share this with a friend or colleague out there that you feel might be able to need this kind of information. And in case you have any questions for me, you can go to the comment section and leave your question there. Thank you so much for watching, and for more trading content, check out this next video.